All right, let's talk offensive grades. Top rated player, which was a shock to me, Trent Williams. I really thought he had a really bad first quarter and didn't look like himself. I saw several missed blocks. He was frustrated. His body language was bad, but he finished number one, 93.2 grade, which is crazy. The film's going to be fun to watch. Brock Purdy, number two, 89.1, amazing. I thought Brock had one of his better games for sure, one of his cleanest games. Jake Brindle, three. Crazy to see him that high. 87.7. I know he didn't block anybody on that fourth and one play on whatever, but we got a penalty or something. But Colton McKivitz 4, Ayuk 5, Elijah Mitchell 6, Feliciano 7. That offensive line was humming. It really, really was. It was huge. And so looking just at kind of how things went for the offense, good gosh. And, I want to tee up Ayuk here because the number one takeaway from this game, and if you watch our post-game show, this is what we kind of started the show with, was the bounce back game from Brock Purdy. How would he respond? He hadn't really had a bad game like that, 4 interceptions. How would he respond? Here's Brandon Ayuk.
He had some struggles last week. He didn't play the way he wanted to, but just a testament to the person who he is, football player he is, able to come out here and still throw the football around, still making, like, even a scramble drill. Like, he's not shying away from it. He's coming out here and continue to play the brand of football that he knows how to play and that he will continue to play because he's a special player, and I'm happy for him.
It's just cool to see. I mean, you got Debo supporting the kid, shows up with a vest made by Claire Kittle, I think, right? Talking about how he's MVP and all that stuff, which he's not going to win. Lamar's already won it. That's in the books. But to come out and respond, and it wasn't like this was a game where Brock just like managed the game. Like, I know that's like a term that outside people use. That dude had 7 or 8 big time throws. And, the thumbnail version of this video, if you're watching on YouTube, it's that Ayuk catch where it's just right over the tips of his fingers and he catches it. Like, that dude he was playing some damn ball. Brock Purdy was incredible. Now, here's him talking about the scramble drill where he spun out, directed traffic, and threw just an awesome touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, it was sweet. I love, scramble drill, especially with BA. He does a great job with just, sort of feeling where I'm at and where he needs to be. And he always does a great job of finding space and coming down with the ball. So it's always fun doing it with him.
And, you look at against the Ravens, Brock Purdy did not attempt one pass over 20 yards, air yards. He didn't. This game, he had 3. One of them was a penalty, so that wiped it out. So only 2 technically. He went 2 for 2. 2 for 2. And so that's huge. That is awesome. So I really thought he played well. You look at his passer rating when kept clean, 121.6. Under pressure, 97. When blitzed, 120. Golly, that is incredible. And, there were a couple of stats as well that I wanted to talk about. Brock Purdy now tied for most all-time games over 120 quarterback rating in their first 2 years, Russell Wilson. What makes that even more crazy is that, guess what? Brock Purdy didn't play the first 12 games of his rookie year. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what this kid is doing. And if you look at just single season times, this is the second most over 120 passer rating games in a season. The only person that's done it more was Aaron Rodgers. He did it one time, more than Brock Purdy did. Ever. Like, the kid is playing some damn football. Ed, John, did you see the team watching the Eagles lose in the locker room? How cool was that, man? It just watching all those different things take place. It's so freaking cool. Here is a real quick clip of Ayuk talking about that with the clip of them and Michael Silver.
That was fun. That was lit. I didn't realize what they were doing at first. I saw everybody out there right in the hallway after the game watching it, and then we all were in Kyle's office watching it just right now. But that was pretty cool. It's the moments like that where we go handle our business out there, and then get an opportunity to just watch the rest of the league and let it play out in our favor. with another team getting a win. So that was pretty cool. A moment that I'll for sure remember forever. And top seed.
It's just like we watch these players and we watch their film and all those things, but when the humanity of the players comes to life and you see like, man, these are 20-something-year-old men being little kids and having a good time. Like, that is so freaking awesome. And, but people ask me a lot of times, like, man, do you miss coaching? I really, really do. And they're like, man, do you miss the games? And like, what do you miss the most? I miss practice. I miss practice because those are the times that you work and get to talk and be with your players and grow with your players through the non-fun stuff. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, the games are cool, and the bus rides and the celebrations and all that stuff, awesome. But whenever you get to connect with people on a human level, an emotional level, even outside of that, had nothing to do with football. You see Debo and Ayuk and Fred Warner just being little kids and celebrating and, literally joy, right? That's awesome. We love them for what they do on the field, but making those connections, that is what is so cool. It's awesome. It's unbelievable. And so just bringing these people to life more so, it's really, really awesome. Now, Kyle talked about they were watching on this little bitty, like 12-inch 1995 screen. Like the Washington, y'all got to get y'all stuff together. That locker room was dog trash. But here's Kyle talking about the same moment because he was in his office watching the Cardinals win.
Yes, that's why I relayed in here. It was awesome. Didn't want to really try to not pay attention to it. Didn't want to get our hearts broke, but we did right there at the end, and they pulled it out. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it's cool. And like you even had the Cardinals, the 49ers social media guy said, like tweeted the handshake emoji out and tagged the Cardinals, and the Cardinals responded with the handshake emoji. Like that was just cool. And on top of that, now they're not even picking in the top 3. It does seem like Kyler Murray's going to be there long term. That's a whole nother conversation. But it's just been awesome.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.